Chinese landlord. He fixes windows with a plywood board. You know, I had a dog. He found out. Now my dog's Chinese takeout. He's an evil Chinese landlord. Evil Chinese landlord. Walks around town with a samurai sword. He came by to get my rent. He took my last red cent. He's an evil Chinese landlord. You pay rent now, I kick your ass out. You know I know you home. I see car, driveway. Oh, I put door up. I can take door down. Where's my bell?
So, what do you have against the Chinese?
Just this one guy named Jackson Way. He was my landlord back in 1991. And I wrote this song about him over 30 years ago.
But the fact that, okay, so when I lived in Brooklyn, I had Jewish landlords.
Yeah, I don't want to write a song about them. I mean, I get along with the Chinese better than the Jews. I mean, my sister married one, and he don't want to have nothing to do with me.
Yeah, he probably looks at you as, like, threatening.
No, actually, he looks at me as I don't make near half as much money as he does.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, it is true.
For the
Shout out to my brother-in-law, Mike Handel. How you doing out there in Colorado?
Whoa.
Hope that weed's really good to you.
Damn. All right, so you're calling him out. All
I'll
right.
call everybody out. Come on, people call me out.
Let's have a fight.
Really? Physically or just what?
No, you have to fly to Colorado and fight him.
Oh, he'd beat my ass. He was in the military.
Really?
No, shit, yeah. He's bigger than me.
He's a Jew and he was in the military?
Oh, yeah, he was a captain.
Holy shit.
Actually, he was an NCO the first 4 years he enlisted, and when he enlisted, he got out. He got, like, the GI Bill, and he married my sister, went to college, and he got back in, went into officer school, and he ended up becoming, I think, a captain. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was a captain.
Would you ever go to war for anything ever?
Dude, there's no such thing as a good war or a bad peace.
Okay, so can you...
I don't want to go to war. Shit,
No,
I've been
no,
places.
no.
I've done things. I mean, violence solves nothing. Worry just makes you old, and blame doesn't come up with solutions. I mean, wars and blame and worry and all of that sort of thing, they're counterproductive. Don't you think so?
Absolutely. It's always about money because you have to...
Because somebody's got it and you don't?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's either money or religion, and oftentimes both.
Well, trust me, religion finds a way to get money. Have you ever looked at these churches? I mean, they live tax-free in this country, and I don't have a problem with that. Personally, it's kind of written in the Constitution, and I'm like, okay, all right, so you got a church. Maybe you can find a loophole, but,
Exactly.
But I also believe that, some of these people, they may be in a church and they found Jesus, but the church didn't. I mean, let's face it. I have disagreements with the church I was raised in, like the Catholic Church. I was raised a Catholic, so I have some disagreements with them. And it's a list.
What, the part about, sodomy with children and...
Oh, shit, I always have a problem with anything like that with children. Oh, come on, dude. Assaulting children, you're robbing a person of their innocence before they've ever actually become an adult. You have just warped and woofed the whole fabric of time and space, because I believe in the power of the individual. I think that, there are times that you can take these flowers and make a bouquet out of them, and they might be fine. But if you pluck that flower before it's bloom, you're just basically killing the plant.
Dude, I've never heard of child molestation as plugging that.
Oh, dude, yeah, you're pulling the plant too soon.
Oh, okay, or plugging, you know.
Oh, yeah. You know what? There's times in life that you have to look at some things and go, you know what? I need to keep my mouth shut and leave this shit alone.
Hey, hi, hello. This is the Jesse LaSala show.
Hi.
Introduce yourself to everyone.
My name is Vaughn Gordon. The first name's Vaughn, starts with a V, ends with an N, too many vowels, way too many consonants, and the H is silent, like in John. Last name Gordon, Gordon. I'm from, I live in Lafayette, Louisiana. And if you ever seen me in the news, it had something to do with January 6th of 2021.
So you are that guy.
I am that guy, yeah. I am that guy.
I want to know, okay, so first off, how does it start? So you're like, because I know flight tickets are not, not affordable unless you go.
Well, I didn't catch an airplane. I didn't have.
Oh, you ran there. Okay.
No, I didn't run there.
Can I take my frog out?
Oh yeah, dude, I love frogs, man.
It looks like he wants to come up.
Frogs are cool.
I don't know.
I like frogs so much that I identify with them, and I used to call myself Kermit the Frog on Blizzard about 25 years ago. But that is a lovely frog.
Australian tree frog.
Really?
And he's gonna watch us while we do this.
Yeah,
he has a chip implanted in him, so if you try to do anything weird, it's gonna be.
Dude,
recorded.
I've never been afraid of a frog. I've just been afraid when they go on.
Oh yeah, or actually last night he burped. I fed him a worm and he was like digesting it and then he burped and I was like, I've never heard any other animal burp.
Frogs get gas.
Oh yeah, and my chameleon up there, you know.
Oh, that's a lovely.
He's just basking in the sun.
I mean, he just blends into the background so beautifully.
Dude, he's a chameleon.
Yeah, I mean everything. I mean, there's like that green light on your map and stuff like that. He's got the light of the terrarium as well as the green.
Oh, he knows what he's doing.
Oh shoot, man. Well, these things were created either by God or nature or whatever you want to call it. But
it's the universe. It's the multiverse.
And the universe is perfect until you start tinkering with it.
All right, so walk me the steps through getting to the January 6th.
Oh, well, a buddy of mine called me up about a couple weeks before and he said, "You sure you're in on this?" And I'm like, "Dude, if you're buying the gas and you're driving us there, I'll go." And we basically loaded up on some supplies, which included mostly like compasses and little two-way radios. And
no guns?
No, absolutely not. I didn't have any guns, and neither did he. We didn't bring guns to the Capitol. You didn't need them. The only people who ever thought about shooting the guns at the Capitol had concussion grenades and tear gas, and that's about all you're facing at this point. Somebody did get shot by a pistol, apparently crawling through a window into a hallway. But having been in the Capitol, I can tell you the windows are not in the hallways. They do have these signs on the wall that, with the little red dot and arrow pointing that says, "You are here." There are no public restrooms either. Apparently, they started construction on the Capitol building in 1812, and they weren't even finished by the Civil War. So they still had basically what was considered the 19th century's best contribution to what I call a toilet, which was an exterior wall orifice with a wide gutter installation below.
Or Nancy Pelosi's desk.
Oh, dude! I swear to God, I think this is the truth, but it's maybe it's conspiracy. I don't care. But there was a guy who put his feet up on that desk and left a Post-it note. And he was from Arkansas, and they got him, and nobody's heard from him since. And, nobody's heard from me, but...
That's what I was about to ask. Like, how are you free from this? You just didn't get enough camera time? Is that what it was?
Well, they did get my phone with all the selfies I took.
Okay. And, wait, how did that happen? Like, they tracked your usage?
No, actually, no. What had actually happened was... About 8 days later, after January 6th, was January 14th. It was a Thursday. I decided I wanted to go home for lunch because I had food at my house. And when I got there, the FBI followed me, and the next thing you know, we had the sheriff's department and the SWAT team and the local police, and of course at least one guy who was from the highway patrol. And I'm sitting on my porch going, dude, I haven't even gone in my house yet.
Right.
But you all want to talk to me, I'm going to sit down with you. You know what? For the last 8 days, I've been saying things on public media. I've gotten banned, and all I got is the truth. I was there. I saw it. This is what happened. And nobody wants to hear it except for the FBI. And they were like, no, we can't even follow this guy. So it was like less than 5 weeks later, they even gave me back my phone. I still have it right now. It's turned on. They might be tracking me. I really don't give a shit. Dude,
we're posting this live on YouTube right
I know.
now.
And you know, the FBI could be looking at whatever I'm looking on my phone. And
what's your alias? What do you want me to put you as?
I don't have an alias.
You want
Dude,
me to
I
put
am Vaughn
your
Gordon.
actual
No,
Vaughn Morgan
Vaughn
motherfucker?
Gordon. Yeah, no.
Vaughn Gordon, sorry.
Vaughn Gordon, you're good. No, man.
Morgan's better. I like Morgan.
It's a pirate name. Gordon is basically clan from the 11th century in Scotland.
Okay.
Which I'm a descendant.
Oh, well, I'm Irish, so there you go. And El Salvadorian.
El Salvadorian. I heard you lived there.
No,
Your
visited.
father was from there.
My father was from there, and he escaped when he was 16.
Wow, how long ago that was?
Bro, he's like 75, so you do the math. I don't know.
Okay.
The point is...
pretty much puts him back in the 1970s and 80s, if you think about it.
Oh, yeah, he came here fucking swinging
when El
his dick
Salvador
around.
was really, crap. By the way, it was also during...
it's still crap.
Well, thank the Reagan administration. I mean...
Oh, did they go down there and do some intervening?
Oh, well, you got to remember who was president when that happened.
Was that... Wait.
Probably Reagan.
Yeah,
it wasn't Reagan, it was Bush.
It's before I was born.
By the time Clinton took over, he wasn't dealing with that shit no more.
The blowjob king. The blowjob bandit, I call him.
Blowjob bandit.
All right, so you went to this insurrection, okay? Now,
it was not an insurrection.
Okay.
Nobody got charged with it.
I understand that, but that's what they call it, right?
Just because you call something doesn't mean that it's actually true. I could call something black and it could be really dark blue. Let's face it. You're sitting in a situation where nobody's really been charged with insurrection, but as a whole, we're just going to label you all under it and put you in this bucket?
What color is this PlayStation 5 controller?
It's dark in here. I'm colorblind.
Oh, fuck. See? So you literally don't see color when it comes to people, right?
Well, yeah, I do see color because, there is something called shades. So I just don't go that far to 50 Shades of Gray, and,
When was the last time you kissed a black man on the face?
Oh, shit. Well, he didn't like it. He wanted to hit me, and fortunately for me, he didn't hit me, but...
You gave him a nice smooch?
Nah, I kind of put him a little peck on his...
Oh, you punched him?
No, I came up to him and found out my lips were up against... He should have been shaving 2 days ago, but,
Oh, y'all were doing like a face-off, like a UFC style.
No, we weren't doing that. I was just wondering if Velcro really worked. Because I have a beard. And I like the guy. He's cute.
So you wanted to kiss him, but you didn't.
I tried to kiss him. He didn't like it.
I understand. Sometimes we get rejected.
Well, I've dealt with rejection for a very long time, since high school. So.
All right, so you got rejected from the White House, or did you actually make it in there?
I didn't go in the White House.
You just showed up. Did you have like drink tickets for the little things set up outside selling hot dogs and beverages?
No, they did not have hot dogs or drink tickets. They did have the Trump merch tent, and everybody going over there was basically Antifa because they were buying disguises.
Okay.
Yeah, here you go.
So what, they had those glasses with the mustache and the hairy eyebrows?
No, they had the hoodies, the hats, and the fucking flags.
Oh.
You don't need the glasses and the mustache. That's too obvious, man. If you want to look like a Trump supporter at a fucking Trump rally, get a hoodie, get a hat, get a flag. You're one of us. It's kind of like going to a pro wrestling event, which they actually are having tonight, but I'm missing that. Oh, we're out of beer.
All right, so I have have other things to offer.
Oh, you
but
always do.
Always need an opinion on this because I don't like politics. I don't care
hate
for
politics, but I follow the shit because I hate math, but I mastered it. I mean, trigonometry was not my favorite subject in the world, but I had to get through that class and figure out how to do it, you know.
Well, I don't like masturbating, but I'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean you don't like masturbating? I love that shit.
I mean, it's fine, I guess, but it's not something I prefer.
Oh my God, is that Everclear?
It's vodka.
Vodka. Oof.
He's about to tell the truth on everything right now.
The Latins, well, actually the Romans had a saying for it. It was called in vino veritas. In wine there's truth. A man who drinks cannot lie to you.
Yeah, that's kind of how I always do my podcast because it brings out the ins and outs of people's brains.
And I want to thank you very much, Jesse, right?
Yeah.
Jesse, I want to thank you very much right now for letting me on this.
Mr. Gordon, as I'll call you.
Oh, no,
you're
please
old.
do not call me
You're
Miss.
older than me, so yes.
Dude, just call me Vaughn.
No.
Everybody, dude, I've been called worse.
Dude, once you're that old, bro, I have to call you Mr.
Wait till somebody calls you Mister. You're not going to like it.
How old? Well, I was a gym coach for a year.
You were?
Yeah, and they called me Coach J.
I was a substitute teacher. They called me Mr. Gordon. I hated it when the kids called me that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
No, it's worse than weird. It's like you have a point of subjugation. And the thing is, you really can't teach somebody when you have them under like a whip or a chain.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
And that's the thing is the teachers I've learned the most from, oddly enough, were the ones who just, cracked that whip and dragged that chain. And yet I failed their classes. And the ones that were really easy, I just coasted through that shit.
Right.
And I'm like, it's kind of hard to figure out how you stand on this. But you do appreciate the fact that the guy who's got the whip ain't necessarily,
Well, to add on to that, my favorite teacher ever was Mr. Hull at AJ Alamo. The Trojans, which I think they changed their mascot because of the condom controversy, which, by the way, what the fuck? Anyway.
I don't know nothing about that.
Mr. Hull taught Louisiana history. This old school ass black man with a big afro, fucking beard, he looked like he could have played with, fucking Casey and the Sunshine Band. He's just back there on the bass, just like fucking throwing it down. Anyway,
or the L.A. Lakers.
Yeah, or the
L.A. Lakers.
Yeah, he could have been on the bench.
He could have been anybody, dude. And here's this guy
wearing some high socks and a fucking blazer, whatever. Anyway,
plaid golf pants.
Exactly.
With the flare legs.
His only job was to teach us Louisiana history, and he had more passion. He wasn't teaching us Louisiana history. He was teaching us life lessons. Like he used Louisiana history as like a prop for him to preach to us.
Well, I mean, I can't take away from this anything that it is like totally negative because I always feel like you work with what you've got.
Yeah.
And there are these young people in it. This is important for them to know. And if you show them any iota of passion, they're going to learn something from it. And it's not up to you necessarily what they take away from it. It is up to you what they learn.
Absolutely. I mean, look, I was a fucking gym coach, all right? And I would have to go and oversee recess.
Yeah, you know what?
And people would come up, or little girls would come up to me crying.
Oh, my God.
And they'd be like, he doesn't like me anymore. He's on the swings with Jessica. And I don't know what to do. And I would, bend down on one knee and I'd be like, you know what?
This is why I only did, half a year as a substitute teacher, because I'd be looking at this kid, and in the back of my head, there'd be this really loud voice going, bitch, grow up.
Or
But that's the thing. But that's the thing is that you get in that situation.
That's exactly what I wanted to say
you
to
wanted
her.
To say it. You wanted
because
to.
I'm like,
bitch, grow up.
This does not matter at all right now.
You're so young, dude.
You're fucking 9 and you're upset about this, but I didn't say that.
Look, Mickey, Sammy, and Johnny are over there, and they've been giving you some winkies. Whatever, dude. You know what? As far as I'm concerned, at least you aren't a guy that I used to call Hugo Palamo. This is actually a real guy's name. Back in
his name was Hugo?
Hugo Palamo.
Dude, that's a good name.
It was a great name, but it didn't fit. This guy was basically, I mean, he was smart, but he had that look dumb and smile smart. You know what I'm talking
just
about?
like the lazy smile.
Oh, he had it down. He knew how to work something because if he figured it out, he was going to exploit it. And this is like 6th and 7th grade. And the guy would like walk through the cafeteria and he'd look at you and go, "Do you want your steak fingers or your roll? Can I have them?" Dude, I don't know what happened to him.
He's probably dead right now, right?
Shit, don't get my hopes up.
Well, let's see. On DraftKings, they have him minus 140 dead and plus 120
What the fuck are you
alive.
talking about?
So
Hugo Palamo?
Palavo, he's the underdog.
Well, no, he wasn't an underdog. He was just, making sure that the food didn't wind up in the trash can before he had a chance to pick through it.
All right.
You can be a salvage guy. Look, I've made a living off of cars.
How many times did you blow Hugo?
Fuck, none. Dude, I didn't know about blowjobs until 9th grade. This is junior high.
Oh. Well, that's awkward. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it, man. I didn't deal with it then. I'm not dealing with it now.
And we're back with the Jesse LaSala show.
Jesse, thank you very much for having me on
absolutely. The show. The pleasure is all of ours. That's listening and appreciating your knowledge.
Actually, you could really appreciate and monetize this thing by going to his site and saying, "I will support this fella by sending some money." Hey, you got like Venmo, PayPal? Hey, look, this guy invited me, and I'd love to talk with people who want to talk with me. And as far as I'm concerned, man, you need to monetize this guy so you can get more guys like me and other people who have interesting things to say. Jesse, take it over.
That sounds like I literally handed you a piece of paper and said to give me money.
No, you handed me a Ozarka bottle full of vodka. How do you write this shit on vodka?
Dude,
I don't know, dude.
I mean, it's one of my many ploys, but I get away with it.
And now from a word from our sponsor after this hit from Hairy Nostrils and the Nasty Nose Pickers singing "I'll Get You Yet, You Dirty Booger."
And we're back. Dobbs has turned his ass. My tree frog has turned his ass at Mr. Gordon. I'm really sorry about that.
What? Turning an ass?
I mean, it looks like he's about to take a shit.
Kinky.
So you've given us some introspect of your involvement in the said insurrection.
Oh, thank you.
How did you get out of that mess, and are you still liable for any of it?
No, I'm actually only liable for 90 hours of community service. And
so you actually did get hit up and
charged. I not only got hit up and charged, they came at me with 4 misdemeanors. I pled guilty to 1, and the next thing you know, I'm wearing an ankle bracelet for about 3 months and taking whiz quizzes,
Damn.
where they're trying to figure out whether you're doing drugs or are you fucking up. Dude, we're going to look at your piss. And I've had a couple of probation officers. Everything's cool. Probation is not over. I've got till February of next year. And as far as I'm concerned, it's really a cakewalk. I mean, there's guys in Kansas or some shit that basically did the hard R to some poor, someone whose pronouns are she, her, and they dragged that person off,
right?
And they went to court, and they had a lesser sentence. But you know what? Justice is blind. This is the country that we live in. This is the United States, and I'm not a person who would condone or promote violence. I think that after all I've been through, that violence is not the answer. War doesn't solve anything. I think that we should all just sit down and have a good conversation, and maybe, a couple of donuts, some boudin, I don't know. You want some, what do you, look, we could get tacos and pizza. We could sit down. We could all sit down and have a decent conversation about the condition of this country. And we as the people are the country. And these people we've elected are supposed to represent us. I don't think there's a violent or toxic thing that we can do that will improve this situation. We have to actually sit down and go, where are we going to go from here? How are we going to fix this? And what's the most peaceful and amicable thing we can do to make sure that this country still exists, my family, my relatives, my children, my property, all of this, my rights. How do we make sure that this still exists? We can't just look at the Constitution and just call it the roughest piece of toilet paper we've ever wiped between our butt cheeks. We have to give this serious consideration that we are all endowed by our Creator to be equal at some particular point, and the power of the individual is a very big thing, because there are a lot of individuals there that are out there, and their voices are loud, their faces are seen, their words are heard, but we have to come to some point where we quietly and rationally and reasonably come to some sort of agreement that this is where we're going to be and this is where we are. I can't say it more succinctly, and I'm sorry I've talked this long.
No, it's fine. It really does show exactly where your head's at with all of this. But you are gonna vote for Trump, right?
Shit. I'd rather not. I don't want to vote for Biden. I don't want to vote for Trump. And considering that we got a guy who's a third-party candidate named Kennedy, I know a little bit about history, and I'm like, dude, I'd love to vote for none of the above. Exactly. I'd love to take that one road, like, Ted Nugent. Ted Nugent's out there, and he's like, fuck this.
That's how Trump became president. It was like,
but you got support. But you know what? I don't want to support none of these people.
What if P. Diddy ran for president?
Fuck them. Dude, you know what? I supported Herman Cain. Herman Cain. You can look at this, and I'm going to say, Herman Cain.
I'm looking him up right now. He's not a very good-looking individual.
No, but he actually owned, he had a pizza company in Florida.
Yeah, the black man, Herman Cain.
No. And after he did not get to be president, when Trump ran, you know who I got behind? I put money on it. Dude, put your money where your mouth is.
Bro, what app are you using?
Fuck, dude. You want money?
I'm just betting on the fucking over right now.
But here, this is what's really weird, is Ben Carson. Ben Carson is one of the most intelligent, brilliant, fucking genius, absolute, without a doubt, at any expletives, that would get us banned. Ben Carson separated two Siamese twins after their birth, and they kept their brains, and he is a pediatrician. This is an incredible person. Ben Carson, dude, I feel like he got relegated to HUD, which is the Housing Urban Development, because, you know what, Trump couldn't figure out what to do with him.
Right. And
you know what? That feels to me like you're holding a black man down.
Well, okay, because I'm a big sports fan, and they have...
Oh, no, this ain't sports. This is genius.
I understand, but...
The whole world, it does not revolve on sports, but it gives us a good reflection of where we are and what we are doing.
I'm trying to make the correlation because in the NFL, there's something called the Rooney Rule, where you are required, whenever you fire your head coach and you're looking for a new head coach,
yeah, you have
to interview at least one black candidate.
Shit.
Did you know about that?
No, hold up. One black candidate.
You are required to at least bring him into the building.
No, I think that you should have to interview a Filipino, an Indonesian, and a Hindu, and somebody who believes in Allah. No, if you're going to do this, you got to go all in.
There's just not a lot of successful Hindus and Egyptians playing in the NFL.
But I guarantee you, there's a lot of people who believe in Allah, and they're fucking successful. Look at Dubai. Look at anything that the Muslim world has done for 1,000 years.
Oh, yeah, they haven't gotten it wrong.
No, man, they had calculus and trigonometry down. These were people to be reckoned with. And you know what? I never underestimate the power of Muhammad or Jesus or Buddha. Thank you for the bell. I love you, Jesse.
Mr. Gordon.
Mr. Jesse.
I would like you to tell us now the 9 steps.
The 9 rules?
Rules, that's what it is.
The 9 rules. Okay, here it is. We're going to record this. Rule number 1, and understand this, that it comes from Douglas Adams. But, honestly so, do not panic.
That's good.
Rule number 2. Be aware of what is going on around you. I mean, things that are stationary, your surroundings, your environment, that potted plant hanging from that rafter is not just going to randomly slam into you. Dude, the airplanes are far away. Be aware of what is going on around you. Those things that are small and you think are insignificant are going to have the most influence. They're going to bump into you. Rule number 3. Don't be a target. No, don't find yourself between the crosshairs. If you find yourself looking up a scope, the guy downwind with the scope is going to pull a trigger. Get the fuck out of the way. And that leads me to rule number 5.
Wait, we're still on number 4, right? No. What's rule number 4?
Your call. Rule number 4, don't be a target. Rule number 5, do not get caught. Do not get caught. I swear to God, this is going to be the thing that actually fucks you up. Because if you get caught for shit, man, you're going to have to deal with rule number 7. And I'm already on rule number 4. And rule number 4, that's going to fuck you up. Hey, catch up with me on rule number 7. Rule number 7.
Wait, we skipped 5 and 6.
No, we went to rule number 4.
All
Rule
right.
number 5 is the second one after rule number 4.
All right, so rule number 7.
Rule number 4.
All right. Wait, that's don't get caught. Right?
Rule number 5.
Rule number 5.
Timing is everything. Rule number 6. Have a plan.
And rule number 7 is...
Have a plan. Rule number 8. Comfortable and functional footwear. Rule number 9, without exception.
All right, do you think you could race me in those shoes?
I might lose them on the way.
Well, here's the thing. I'm disabled right now. So I would be speed walking.
Have you ever seen my toenails?
All right, so he's just shown us his toenails.
Yeah, he's like, I'm so injured, I can't run. And I just showed him one toenail, and there's the other toenail.
All right.
Okay.
I didn't need to taste them.
You want to do this?
I'm wondering, what, you have club feet?
Fuck no, I got broken legs. And I'm drunk.
Hey, we're all getting by here. What happens when we die?
Fuck, I don't know. I've never been there.
If you had to, I'm a betting man. You know, I like to put a little wager on something. If you had to bet, what do you think happens when everything goes black?
4 words. Fuck if I know.
But you don't... Okay, so... Obviously, no one knows, but then there's religion, in which
Fuck religion, dude.
They really they try to make you think that, oh, if you just do everything nice and you know
you know what, you lost me on make you think.
Well,
nobody should make you think.
I'm not saying they should. I'm saying,
dude,
they can hypnotize you in a way that it's like, oh, well, little Sally Johnson didn't show up to church today, and her kids weren't there either. Oh
yeah, fuck that bullshit.
It's like a status thing. Like, I'm gonna go to this church and we're gonna be seen. And...
Yeah, you know what? It sounds like all the things that I have run into in my life that throw red flags. Dude, when anybody has influence over what you think, you should be very aware. You should be like, no, hold up. Dude, is this the only choice I have?
Right, heaven
Odds
or hell?
are good.
Heaven or hell?
Odds are good. It ain't the only choice. And in the world that we live in, there are many choices. And everybody gets to take their own choice. And that's up to them. And it's not up to me to judge. I am not God. I am not Jesus. I am certainly not somebody who comes from heaven or hell. I am somebody who is here right now trying to figure out where I am going to go.
All right, let me ask you this, because this will be a very telling answer. Do you believe that your deceased family members can watch you while you're masturbating?
God damn, dude. When you consider who my deceased ancestors are, I don't want to see... I don't want them
Yeah, dude.
To see me rubbing one out.
Dude,
I don't want to do that.
I just fucking owned you right there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. You hadn't thought about that, right?
But you know what?
You're going to jack off tonight and you're going to be like, oh, fuck.
I'm not jacking off in front of you.
No, I'm saying you're going to go home. I'm going to kick you the fuck out of my house. And I'm going to be like, man, I hope he jacks off successfully tonight. But then you're going to be sitting there
I've been doing it for over 50 years. I guarantee you I can rub one out.
All right, I like that about you. You know, resilient is what they call it.
Yeah, you know what? We're going to be honest.
What?
What?
I have to go first? Okay, so, yeah.
Dude, I'm leaving if you're going first.
No, I'm talking about...
I'm not whipping my dick out.
I'm sharing my story, okay, you fuck. If I set out to jack off, all right?
Yeah, I'm out of here.
It is going to happen. You know, it's
dude, it's your house. It's your podcast.
I'm not talking about right now, you weirdo. I'm talking about if I'm about to go to bed and it's like, all right,
I'm gone.
I need to rub one out, and then it's like,
yeah, I'm gone.
I mean, no, you'll be standing outside the window looking in.
No, I'm not doing that.
See, I shouldn't have even
I'm
shown
fucking walking home, dog.
I shouldn't have shown you where I lived, bro.
Dude, I know how to get to my car.
Dude, that's going to be a problem.
No, it's a solution.
All right, what was step 9?
Rule number 9. Once an asshole, always an asshole.
Now, as an asshole, I think I've done pretty well to be less of an asshole than I used to be. But am I still actually an asshole? Because I feel like I've, like, kind of thrown some chips into the he's a nice guy category. So, am I just always going to be an asshole?
The rule number 9 is once an asshole, always an asshole.
God damn it, I'm fucking screwed.
Yeah, so are we.
Well, thanks for listening.
Hey, and thanks for hanging out with me and this guy, Jason. He's a really cool dude.
All right,
I like him.
It's
I like
Jesse,
him.
And your name is Vaughn
Gordon. Yeah. Yeah, you're hanging out with the so-called insurrectionist from Louisiana.
Tell everybody how we even met up. It's important for them to know that I didn't just like search you down. No,
we just wandered into each other's company, and the next thing you know, I'm at his house drinking vodka.
Yeah, I was surrounded by women, and all of a sudden you were like, oh man,
I'm the ultimate cock blocker. Oh, yeah, I'm good at that.
And until next time, don't die.